Every day, people inside industries and inside universities wake up in the morning and say, how am I going to solve today's problems? They go into their labs and they try to find ways to fix the problems that are out there. They might be researching cancer. They might be researching how to fly drones. They might be researching how to keep the food supply safe. And every day they go in and they do that. But the way that it really affects the market is when you can get that research to turn into a product and you can sell it. So the RURC is really interesting because what we're doing at the base is taking three completely different universities, KU, K-State, and UMKC, and bringing them together to have those conversations and to do it in an intentional, systematic way so that we are all talking to each other and trading information about the work that we're doing.
It takes a lot to get, again, from the lab to commercialization. KU has also started a whole industry university research center around this idea of refrigerant technologies that are environmentally friendly, called Earth. The whole idea is you've got a concentration of researchers at KU who are working in this space, who have a lot of intellectual capital. They really need industry to make sure that the things they're working on are able to be translated and scaled and have that kind of economic impact we're looking for.
When universities work together, I think magic can happen. Doing research in a university is really like running a small company. You gotta have partners outside the university. A university is meant for teaching and education and doing research, but it's not meant to commercialize products. And so in order to move research from the lab to commercialization, you've got to have companies involved that can scale and can mass produce. And in order to do that research, it does take funding. But with that funding, you can open up the imaginations of young people, and they've got the energy and the drive to make a difference, and they want to make a difference. And I love at the end of the day when I go over and hear what they've done that day and see the excitement and see what they are dreaming of.
Long term, we want to be seen as a place where people come to develop their ideas and to turn them into reality. Turning Kansas City into an innovation hub for the universities to be able to speak with one voice and think systematically about how do they use their collective assets in a kind of shared or systematic way to benefit the region, and then how do we make asks of other partners in the region to participate in that work in a meaningful way.
Lots of times we miss the opportunity to collaborate, not because there's not a will to collaborate, but because our policies and procedures are different. Kansas has a tremendous agricultural economy. We not only help to provide the research that goes into some of those cutting-edge technologies and solutions, but also the students that are going to be the future. When you look at an institution that's the size of K-State, we have some fantastic research, but we don't have all of the expertise. An entity like this, a collaboration like this, is going to be able to be that translator. It's the connector, it's the hub. When you think ag research, lots of people think kind of that traditional ag production only. It is that, absolutely it's that, but it's a lot more. It's engineering, it's conservation, it's soil science, it's the biocircular economy.
And then you have safe food, and you have vaccines that can maybe cure cancer. And you have drones that can fly and help people figure out how to run construction zones. So it's when our technologies turn into something that people can actually use that lives change. And that's what we're working on.